Hello, all you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, currently as Paint the African Wild Dog, and today we are doing some Scar dev up there. We're working on our Scar system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities, which is our custom tabletop RPG system, which is in open playtest. So, do come on by and enjoy for that. We've got several games running with it already. If you somehow don't know by this point, if you watch my stuff, you know. Meanwhile, we also have Wicked Whiskers there in the bottom left doing some fantastic art as always. Today he is actually working on some emblems for the Scar system, for the various types that we have come up with for it. So this is good. Anyways, let's get to work. So, with this stream, there's going to be a lot of times where I am not talking. Because, well, I'm typing. However, it'll be fine. Yeah, totally fine. 100%. Definitely. Probably not. I started working on the Scar system in October of 2022, Ren. Oh, I see Taldarius has started reading the document. Alright, I should probably update the tip goal. Because we actually managed to pull off the rent this month. Thank you again, all of you, for your amazing help on that front. I'm just waiting right now for Tal to jump into voice and be like, what the hell is this? Right, we're not past the 15 minutes, but at least that word should be fine. But, you know, gotta watch the language. There's a reason why I named this Execution Incoming.
Feel the backhand of justice!
Yes, exactly, Lightpaw. Yeah, Tal just sent me a message. He's clearly not listening to the stream at the moment. Yet Tal sent me a message like, why is this here? I think that's probably because he wanted me to do this on a separate document, but I'll explain why I decided to do it on the main document anyways.
I am arrived.
Ah. Fair warning, we are within the first 15 minutes still.
You're acting like that's going to save you.
Well, like I said, there's a reason why I titled this stream Pending Execution Incoming.
Okay, so why is this in the document?
Because we need the magic system?
No, we don't. We patently do not need the magic system to actually be done in any way. Especially not when literally right above it is the unfinished, unwritten section for moves that you still haven't done.
We literally have half of our current games, including magic, already.
Yeah, but do you think they're going to care about what the actual rules of magic are, instead of just mostly being hand-wavy?
Potentially.
Like, okay, look, Zim, do you think that Kerr is going to actually care about the mechanics of magic right now?
Probably not, but I know Enja would.
Yeah, but there's only one... Okay, technically speaking, Vade is, like, looking into it, but not actually, like, actively learning how to do it. But there's effectively one person right now actually looking into utilizing magic right now. My man.
I mean, Nim is, and I know Chomper is, or Rex is considering it.
Okay, but you do realize that I have been personally fielding all of the move creation questions for the past few months. We need to get the move section actually written in the main document.
I'm aware.
Moves are literally what everyone uses. The magic system is so far beyond non-critical, and you even mentioned this last night.
Yes.
So why are you working on that instead of the core systems that we need to have done?
So what I'm doing right now, as you can see in here, is I put in general proposal. This is mostly for me to gather all of my thoughts together instead of just having them floating around in the back of my head. This way, people can see that this is potential, this is what I've got in mind, and I can get some feedback for those that are interested. I don't plan to actually finish writing it out outside of the general notes until, you know, after moves are properly written out.
Zim, we agreed that for random shit like this that we work on and are going to make into a proposal and want feedback on, we'd make it into a separate document where it would get to a good state before we put it in the live document.
Well, at this point where we've got things with the highlights where this is not valid until it's, you know, either not highlighted or highlighted one of the three colors, I figure it'll be fine to put it in here. The main purpose for putting it in here is everybody has the link to this. Whereas to get feedback on things, I'd have to send it out to each individual person or direct them with where to find it and all that stuff. And this is just working. This is a work in progress document anyways.
I know, but people are already complaining about the lack of organization because we don't have things like page numbers. I don't want to keep filling it with half half-done systems that confuse people even more. That's why I wanted us to do the side document thing in the first place. It's because we kept having half-done segments in the document, and a bunch of people were getting confused by them even when they were labeled as not finished. You do remembering that happening a lot, right?
I remember it happening mostly with one particular group that admitted to not even reading the document at all in the first place.
Okay, especially with them. But, okay, I know you won't know this, but you do know how, like, that I field a lot of people's questions in my DMs, right?
I also get a lot of people's questions in my DMs.
Yes, I'm just saying that they literally, instead of having a good system in place for this, we're just having to manually do this shit. So I do want us to actually do the whole thing with side documents if it's not ready to be put into the live document. Because if it's in the live document, the automatic assumption that people are going to have is that it's supposed to be, like, you know, play tested or live or things of that nature, even if it's marked with the whip coloring. Zim, I've gotten so many questions about things that are in whip coloring.
One sec. Okay. Well, you have a fair point.
I'm fine if there is a section literally just there to go, hey, this is going to eventually exist, and it's basically just there for organizational purposes. I'm fine with that. I just don't want there to be a fully written out section on it, because then people are going to get confused about it. If this is the entire point of the whole side document thing that we've been doing.
Yeah, but that's also more documents and more tabs that I've got to keep open and reference between and find and stuff. So for myself...
Zim, make a Google Drive folder for all of the Scar shit.
Man, almost to the 15-minute mark.
I literally don't care. You're complaining about, or just make a Google Drive folder. You can do that. That is a power that you have.
Honestly, I did not know that was the thing I could do.
You didn't know that you could make folders in Google
Not for the
Drive?
documents.
You could fill it with everything.
Checking, 1, 2.
Hello.
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 My execution
literally,
has started.
If you go to Google Drive, there are... one of the first things you see is two things. One called files and one called folders. If you click folders, you're... Okay, it just...
Do you want me to get myself in trouble too while we're at it?
Go for it.
I don't
Some distractions would be nice.
Use it. I'm just pointing out that if you're not wanting to do something because it's going to get messy, that you could literally just make a folder.
Well, you managed to kill me, Lobo. I have been killed with kindness. I am now a dead Durgan. This is just my soul. You guys are watching my soul.
If you go to Google Drive and you click New, the first thing that pops up is New Folder. I'm not even joking.
What do you mean route plotted? I shouldn't have a route plotted right now. Let's see.
Okay,
Let's see what happens.
I believe you. I just didn't know that. I don't usually look at that stuff, and like I use Google Drive for other files, but I didn't realize I could organize my SCAR system file, you know, the sheets and docs into folders. That would be good to know. I will utilize it. But either way, I still just...
You could just make a share link for the folder itself, and everyone could look at everything in the folder. We could literally make a folder called Scar Whip Documents. Okay. But, look, just focus on the actual required important stuff that we literally need for the games.
So, in case you didn't hear, Era, the execution incoming title was very accurate.
Oh, I heard.
Okay. I started working on the
I was
magic
curious
system.
about why. But feats.
Okay, look, feats we do need to work on eventually, but like
And moves.
we just like one thing that definitely needs to exist is moves. We need to have the moves in the main document because I am having to answer so many questions to people about moves, and I don't mind doing it, but it's also because they're literally not written down anywhere, so they have to ask.
To be fair, it's not like most people are even going to read them, even if they're written.
Well, my group has been asking me questions, and I've been trying to set things up.
Okay, I will work on it. I just wanted to throw down my thoughts on it so far.
Okay, I just don't touch it anymore. Then you have your thoughts down on it. It's there. Just we need to focus on the actual shit. Like another thing you can work on if you don't want to work on anything new, you could work on, I don't know, like making it so that way the scene conditions and persistent conditions are no longer completely just all whip. I mean, I know they're valid for play, but like, you know, you could work on that maybe. I don't know. I just
Dal, are you still sick?
ever so slightly.
Well, stop it.
Well, I can't exactly just tell my body that, but okay.
You can. It just won't help much.
True. But yeah, I mean, we obviously really need to figure out feats at some point. But like, we need to actually have the damn rules that we have figured out so far actually in our document.
Zim isn't coming through? Hold on.
I'm not?
There we go. On my stream.
But Tao was?
It should be fixed. I guess. I don't know. Lobo's just like, Zim isn't coming through. And I'm like, it should be fixed, though.
Okay.
I just reset it. Lobo, are people coming through? Something's messed up with my audio drivers right now, and I don't know what.
Alright, so first things first, let me go ahead and update what we were going to change for the Vigor.
Cheers, sorry, I'm playing Elite Dangerous in the background since I've got like 500 jumps to do, so I'm just hopping.
No worries. Alright, let me scroll down here. We've updated that.
got?
If you want other things to work on that would be important, it'd be those other maneuvers we wanted to add in.
We'll come back to that stuff later.
All right, I'm just more pointing out stuff that we could work on because I really need to go make my dinner and all that. But
Well, go.
Go make your dinner, Taldarius. Eat food to become healthy.
I know. I just want to make sure that if work is being done on the document, I want it to be on like the things that we literally need to have done.
I will work on the moves after I scroll through some of the stuff, make sure that other things are needing updated.
Okay. I know I mentioned this before, but I'm gonna be working on the QRD more tonight. I should have like a lot more shit in tables and easily reference things.
Cool. I'll
Hi,
probably be
Bad.
looking at it tonight, so...
I will say one reason why I've been struggling to get to the moves is we're going to need a table, and I hate working with these tables.
All right. Well, in that case, do everything except for the table, because like we could still do like descriptions of like the basics of move creation rules on that, like about. I think definitely an important one to put down pretty quickly is going to be the whole. Oh hey, you can only have up to the half of your XP cap in, like negative discounts, or however you want to word it, but like half of the XP cap of the move.
Also, shout out to Whiskers.
Hi, Whiskers.
Whiskers is amazing.
Yep. Oh yeah, by the way, literally at lunch I went ahead and updated Vane's full action moves, cut them down and all that, so that way now they're gonna be valid again. Woo! But yeah, no, you could just write out like the basics of stuff and leave the table for last or whatever. We honestly just need to have something down for moves and move creation rules. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and eat.
Go eat. Go food.
Woo, I survived!
For now.
For now.
Hey Lobo, is the chat being laggy or anything? Windows did an update and added a bunch of new junk to Windows 10, and I'm just like, Mala, do me a favor, shout out Razim so I don't have to later. Ah, cheesed. Hey Zim, you're not going to believe this, but Mala was a good boy today.
Oh?
Yes. He was actually kind for the first 30 minutes we were talking this morning to everybody that was in voice.
Nice.
I like
You're
how when I
right, I
smile,
don't
my mouth
believe-
just bears the seed. I didn't think you would.
Okay.
This font doesn't have an ampersand. How many more icons does Whiskers have to do, by the way?
Let me see. I lost count. And he just sent me 2 more, so...
Dang. There's half a second where I thought I found something good.
Oh, I got that, got this. I know he's just about done.
Whiskers amazing.
Whiskers is amazing. Oh, cool. I've already got this as a file.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Yeah, Mala, I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows that you're not always a good boy.
Actually, you're quite often not.
You are not a significant amount of the time. Don't make crying face at me. You know what you do. You know what you are.
Oh, he is done with all of them.
Oh, neat.
Eh. I know he was
Shows
gonna.
that he's a pro.
Yeah, he is a pro. He's gonna be working on. He wanted to make them with just the die version. You know, the thing in the background from the emblems. But beyond that, yeah, the emblems are all finished.
Vibrates slightly.
Which means merch will be incoming.
That one thing that I'm very bad at doing myself.
I am just excited about having merch of these. I honestly will probably buy some of my own. I'll get all the stickers. I don't know where I'll put them, but...
Make sure they're sleeveless tees. Or tank tops.
We'll do my
'Cause that
best.
might take a few.
But that'll be a project for off-stream, because that takes a while. And I gotta decide if I'm gonna go with stream elements, or if I go with Teespring.
Don't you have to pre-order with Teespring? Or is that the other company I'm thinking of?
It's a different one.
Okay. Too many companies.
Yeah. I know Teespring's been going through this rebranding thing to Just Spring, and I don't know how that's going to impact my store and stuff. And there's also the fact that they cost me a whole bunch of money because they refused to renew the domain name, and so I lost it, and somebody else picked it up and put it on auction. Complete scam, but I nothing I could do about it. I had to get it.
Yeah. I remember that.
So I'm kind of leaning towards not using Teespring anymore. Alright, Light Paw, see you later.
Yes, I did, Lobo. Thank you. Not ignoring chat. What's Whiskers' next project?
Well, like I said, he's working on the dice for all of the emblems, you know, without the actual emblem part.
Yep.
I know that you're... Okay, you finished that. I need to unpin that. Your ref sheet's on the list. Might get to it tonight since you're here.
Maybe. No pressure, no rush. I can't afford any art right now anyways.
Well, yeah, but having the person whose ref sheet it is here helps.
Yeah. That's stupid. Or my city does the utility bills every 3 months instead of every month. So every 3 months I'm ultra broke and it drives me up a wall. I really wish they just do it monthly.
Yeah, that definitely sucks.
Because it's like trash. What is it? It's it's recycling. Recycling, water, sewage, and I forget what the other thing is. All in the
Gas?
same time every month. No, gas is a different company. That's monthly. Electric and gas and my trash are handled by separate companies. But it's a kick in the teeth every 3 months because it always comes in higher than I expect.
Alright, see you later, Brian. Hey, Orca.
Doesn't matter how... Oh, I'm getting cheesed again. Doesn't matter how I budget. Every 3 months, the dang bill comes and I'm just like, what the hell? It really depends on your taste, Lobo. Elite Dangerous is extremely complex. I wouldn't even suggest playing it without a flight stick, with an accelerator stick add-on. I know people that do, but I don't know how they do it. I can't. But if you like flight sims, if you like... It has dogfighting, it does have some sort of trade system in place, it does have exploration like I'm doing. I think it's good, but it's definitely complex. Definitely takes a bit to get into. You really should have a group to play with. It's more fun that way. Or at least starting off, you'll get more money that way in the game. But if you enjoy that kind of stuff, it's a great game.
Spooky, why are you saying hi to Rex? He's not even here.
Good question.
And Holo. Holo's not here either.
No, I'm not Holo. Yeah. This ship that I'm flying now is pretty bare bones because this is an exploratory ship and I'm also an idiot and I have no weapons on me in case I get attacked by aliens, which do exist and will kill you. But, yeah. I think it's a good game. Yep, Meryl, I'm still on the way to the Galactic Core. Did I already do this? I might have. Oh boy. Here, we're gonna go ahead and go back to the star. The neat part about this game specifically is and this is based on when they actually made the game. This is actually the Milky Way. It is as accurate as they had information for back then. Things are incorrect to a certain degree now, but science moves on, right? Nothing I'm worried about. You can actually visit Earth. I don't have the permit, sadly.
You need a permit to visit Earth?
Yeah, because Earth is owned by one of the factions in the game, so you have to be part of that faction, a high enough rank within the faction, or liked enough by them to be able to purchase the permit. Like, I have a permit to go to the Sirius system, which is also one of the ones that's owned by a faction. So I could fly out there, but the ones around Earth and everything are restricted to certain factions. Because there's a faction system, and it's actually just massive. There's specialty weapons you can get through certain factions and specialty ships. I am unaligned, so it means that there's places I just don't get to go. Yep, you want a flight stick with an accelerator panel. It's one of those flight sticks that has a secondary add-on that's like, you know how in the boat they have the accelerator stick or thing? Actually, you can look at it. Left hand there. Something like this. Because for some odd reason, this game mimics my actual controller. But if you look it up, you'll find it. Not likely, but... Okay. Yep, anytime, Lobo. Sorry, Zim.
4?
Talking about the game, I'm playing a lot more than I expected to. Usually, Chad is rather silent when I'm playing this, so...
Honestly, I am A-okay with this because it allows me to just, with the dev stream, I am A-okay with this.
Okay. Hi, Zim's chat.
Because I'm trying to, focus a bit on the writing and such.
I mean, I don't know if I'll find anything interesting today. I'm not really taking a path that has anything interesting that I'm aware of. Yes, Cat? What do you want? You've been in my lap like 80% of the day, buddy. Do you really have to be in it now? My cat has been insistently sitting in my lap all the way through work today, so I haven't been able to do half my work because he keeps on getting in the way. My fighter's actually a lot larger than this one. This one's basic. I call it my space IV or RV because it's not that large of a ship. It's one of the earlier models. People usually give me some heck for having an earlier model ship, but I get a really good jump distance with this one. This one's not even really designed to be a fighter. I do have a fighter ship. I think I got a Python is the ship name. It's a big old beastie with some very nice hard points. Still not the best ship that you can get for fighting, because I'm not aligned. So being unaligned means I lose some options for possibly some better options. I also have a freighter ship that I'll use for some money pickup sometimes, but freighters aren't my thing. Oh, if you mean by a 1 to 2 person, yeah, this thing's like super tiny. I cannot currently walk around this ship, but it's not too big on the side. If I had my VR headset on, I could look around, but that makes me so very dizzy.
Dinner suggestions? Wings. I am excited because Holo's birthday is coming up, and I decided that I'm gonna drag them off to Quaker Steak and Lube, but it's a surprise, so
Nobody tell them.
yeah.
I've got a surprise here.
I
For
mean,
those that aren't subbed, I guess I got an ad break coming up because I fixed that, and Twitch made me add ads. About a minute and 20 seconds to warn y'all. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, I will say that I did tell her that we would be going to the lube, but I told her it's a surprise otherwise, and not to look it up or anything.
Oh, good luck. Hopefully it's fun. Yeah, Twitch made me, or literally forced me to agree to the new thing. I'm not exactly happy about it.
To what thing exactly?
You know how they changed their ad policy recently? Like 5 or 6 months ago?
Somewhat.
It's basically they offered you a 70-30 split on ad revenue if you have, what is it like? God. I think 3 minutes of ad an hour.
It's 55%, and yeah, it's 3 minutes of ads per hour.
Yeah, I had ignored that this entire time. The other day I logged in, they're like, hey, you need to agree to this. And I was like, fine. So now it's forcing it, and I can't change it back down.
Really? That's new to me.
I don't know, it was a pop-up. Or it's a glitch.
Might
It
be a
is Twitch.
glitch.
But now I get a little pop-up that warns me when ads are coming, so that's nice at least. Because before I didn't, I had no idea when they were happening.
I have been to Buffalo Wild Wings. They are more plentiful across the U.S., but they are also much less quality. I'm not a fan of Buffalo Wild Wings. One
I can't even
thing...
eat at B-dubs.
Huh?
I can't even eat at B-dubs most of the time.
Oh yeah, you've got the chicken allergy thing.
Yep.
But yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings just isn't as good. The Quaker Steak and Lube, though, they are amazing. On a Tuesday near Holo's birthday, we're gonna go and they've got all-you-can-eat wings on Tuesdays. And that's really the only way you should be going and getting those, because yeah. If you're not going for the all-you-can-eat, it's very expensive.
Hi, Ido.
Which, to be fair, I suppose for somebody my size, yeah, you gotta go all-you-can-eat.
I mean, if the all-you-can-eat option exists, you should be doing it. It's like, why would you go to an all-you-can-eat sushi place to get one piece of sushi?
Because they suck.
It's like $15 and you spend $10 more and you get unlimited. Oh, hi, Regon.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Not much. Why are you not showing up and why is your icon not showing up?
I died. I honestly don't know. I haven't done anything unusual on my end. Yeah, I got to come home a little bit early because There was literally no point to me going back to the office when I would only like do 20 minutes more of work and then head back home.
Oh, yeah.
What are you up to? What are you two talking about? What are you two doing?
We were talking about wing places, and otherwise I am somewhat working on Scar Dev stuff.
I'm streaming some Elite Dangerous right now. And apparently,
Nice.
oh, there you go. Now you're showing up suddenly.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
I don't. Sometimes it's best just to ignore it until it fixes itself, apparently. And hi, Ido, if I didn't say hi to you earlier. I think I did, but I am stupid too.
No, don't say that.
Why not?
I'll say it for you.
Okay.
Derp.
Ah, my heart.
No, I got some chicken Alfredo. I'm preheating the oven for it. Got some fried chicken. Ready to finish off this dangable game.
Okay. 7. Ooh. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's do that. Then we'll launch one. How are you, Ragon?
Tired, but it's actually been a good day, so I'm
Rolls
good.
the Ragon. Rolls the Ragon up in a blanket.
Rawr, rawr. How am I gonna go put my thing into the oven like this?
Magic.
I don't know if I have the right kind of magic for this.
Aren't you supposed to be a, legally distinct kitsune?
That's correct.
And most kitsunes have some level of magic. What happened to yours?
Yeah.
I said it's not the right kind.
What kind of magic do you... I'm not going to ask that question.
What kind of magic do I have? Well, have I got a show for you folks?
Run while you can, folk.
Takes out a top hat, pulls Zim out of it, puts Zim back. Magic.
This one, I don't like that.
No, but I don't think most kitsunes have like telekinesis or anything.
Actually,
you
I'm
never
pretty
know.
sure that is a standard for them.
What? Why didn't anybody tell me that?
Command. I think it depends on the type of a kitsune you are. You're obviously just not a grand kitsune.
Oh, ouch. That cut deep.
Cool, I did get it. Oh no, did we lose Whiskers?
Yeah, he is restarting. He's killing OBS so he can open up your ref sheet stuff.
Oh good, I get to hear things.
I'm not sure you'll get to hear it because he's not a voice, but
True. Right, I'm gonna make this jump, folks, and I'm gonna BRB really quickly. I'm gonna go beg my roommate to make food for us. I mean, technically not beg. I think he's gonna do breathy things. Actually, I'm gonna wait.
It's just gonna be more like groveling.
No, he's also my pet. I could just go down there, kick in his door, and be like, "Bitch, make me food," and he'd be like, "Okay."
Fair enough.
I'm just
When was the
usually
last
nice with
time-
that.
When was the last time we ever saw somebody do a proper grovel, though?
I'm not the groveling sort. Sorry.
No, I know. I'm just talking about in general. Like, even on television, I've not seen like a proper groveling in a while.
I don't know. I don't think groveling is typically a normal behavior. I don't know.
True. How does the brain interpret computer language? We're the one that made it.
Be right back.
Oh, it looks like Twitch is having some issues, Loberon. Because, yeah, I don't even see the redemption in the chat here.
Duke.
Yes, it does, Orca.
Hey, Rygon.
What can I do you for?
Have you been training anybody in the ways of jokes?
Nothing more than subliminal stuff. Why?
Because Dark Blue just nailed one that sounds like it would have come out of your mouth.
Oh yeah, what was it?
He said, why don't you ever ask Era to read you bedtime stories?
Why?
His tales are too long.
Oh. I actually thought about one the other day. Why did the paper comedian's jokes fall flat?
Because they're terrible?
You got it!
I have to shout out Dark Blue for that excellent joke, by the way. Also, I gotta shout out my pet/roommate Cass because he has this magical sixth sense of knowing the nights that I want to have a beer. Like, I haven't had a drink since Saturday, and I went in the fridge, I was like, I kind of feel like having a beer right now, and lo and behold, there's a case of beer. That was not there yesterday. I don't know how he does it.
I don't know. Maybe he's just got your routine down.
I don't always have a routine, though. I usually don't have anything on Thursdays. It just seems like every time I have...
It might not necessarily be a routine, but something like he knows he should do something if something else precedes it. In other words, like if you're having a bad day, he knows to get you a case of beer.
Which is weird because we usually don't talk while we're at work. Like, we might send each other a text here and there, but...
I don't know, why don't you ask him? Because he seems to be the one who always knows when to get you the case of beer.
I'm just going to blame it on magical dragon senses and being a good pet.
There we go.
Unlikely. It's just weird. He just has the sixth sense. Some days he just comes home with beer, and I'm like, how did you know? Good. How is Giemond?
Good.
Good. No squeakies?
Ooh.
I have noise suppression on, so if I do squeak, it might not come through.
Okay, hold on. Let me find your noise suppression here. I think it was this switch. No, it was down further south. Hold on. I'll get it. There it is. Found it. We all good.
Uh-huh.
No, Google Docs. I am fairly certain that I wanted to write full action move, not full action movie.
All this special AI fancy technology, and yet Google. And spell check.
I think Whiskers is having a little bit of an issue trying to figure out how to properly fit your tail on this ref sheet.
I'm sorry. But I also wrote sorry a bazillion times on the redlining, so... Yeah, because 10 times is a difficult number to work with. What I did was I sat down, I did pixel measurements, and then I ran some curve math to get it somewhat accurate, but technically I ended at 8.7 times.
I think what we might do, Whiskers, if you're listening, maybe what we should do is make the tail the border.
I mean...
Like, that way it's just not this ridiculous long picture, graphic that's going to be very difficult for people to work with.
I was expecting a silhouette at the bottom or something, just small and off to the side. Whatever you guys want to do.
But with you, it would then be a silhouette.
That was bad, right on. That was terrible.
I guess I must be the paper comedian then.
No, the small silhouette, that probably would work better.
Yeah. Oh, dang it, I don't have the capacity to add Rygon's chat if he's streaming.
I'm not streaming at the moment. I'm doing the cooldown before I do such things.
Understandable. I just hopped into it today because if I didn't, I was going to go turn around and go for a nap.
You were trying to avoid that.
Yes.
Touche.
I'm trying to stop because I don't think it's healthy. And I'm pretty sure it's aiding in my sleep schedule's kind of a mess sometimes thing. Where I have trouble going to sleep, so I'm going to stop. Anyways, I wake up after like an hour, so I get off at 5, I wake up at 6, I shower, and then I don't get to do anything till 6:30, and then it feels late, so... You know.
I have found some commands here. I'm going to share them in my own chat. You might find these useful too, Ara.
Oh,
Yeah, they're Vinyan redeems.
are they?
Yep,
You can send them to
so-
me. I've played around a lot with it, though.
Sure, I can send them to you.
Yeah, just send them to me, tell me what they do.
I'll send you the video. That will tell you what they do.
Gotcha. I need to figure out the queue function so that way I can make some of my redeems work better. Because there's apparently a queue function where we'll add things to a list and do them one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been very lazy and haven't wanted to touch it yet.
Yeah. Copy. Pasto. There you go.
Ah, not pasta.
It's like 28 different Vinyan redeems. I'll probably attach some of these like channel points and stuff like that so people can have fun with them.
Oh, neat. I'll look at them. Setting things up myself is time consuming and I'm an idiot.
Exactly. That's why I'm taking other people's stuff. I spent 2 hours trying to figure out how to get a claw machine going when it was already set up for me. I'm still mad about that.
I haven't tried anything overly complex yet. I still need to get the snap nice sound in for when somebody very specific gives me 69 bits.
Mhm.
Slowly looks
Innocent
at
whistles.
Honestly, one of these Vinyan redeems might be appropriate for that then.
Oh. Well, I got my bit shower set up. I just want to add a special one for 69 bits specifically because somebody uses it. Slowly looks at Sim again.
I don't have any idea who that could be.
No, nobody at all could know. Nothing. Oh, just asteroids. Look at that. Ah. Speaking of 69 bits. Nice. That was me trying to imitate it. Tongue ring don't make easy click noise.
Nice.
Nice.
You could also do it like this, like nice.
Nice. Thank you, Zim.
What are you thanking me for?
You know exactly what. Yeah, I wonder who those bits are from, huh? I guess it's a mystery. The world will never know. It's like what's at the center, or how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. Oh wait, I want to fuel up here. Stop.
What?
I'm in a fuel star. So I'm going to pause because I'm getting into the part of the universe where I won't see these as often, I'm thinking.
Actually, no, I don't want one. I don't want that. I'll make an actual proper section for it.
Geemon cute. You know, Geemon, I wish I could get customized voices in this game because I would have you do the voices. I'm surprised you're not. Do you have this game, Geemon?
Nope.
Why not? It sounds like a game that'd be up your alley based on art I've seen of you.
I have played Warframe and No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky has a very similar feel to this game, except this game's more based in the Milky Way rather than Fantasyland. So you're not even in my chat.
This is the dankest dungeon.
Things tipped $5. Razim
Welcome to
Snacks.
stream where I make my pets feel bad, apparently.
Ido, thank you so much for that tip. Thank you for supporting the channel, Ido. I really appreciate it.
Here, I'm gonna try and fix my donations. That way it doesn't say that weird shit. Can I change the font? Maybe the font will. No, it just decided to do that. Okay, I'm leaving it. Thank you for the tip, Ido. I appreciate it. Your support is awesome. Ido also cute and fluffy.
Oh, that's a fun one. There's one here that's just called Spin.
Oh yeah, I got that on something right now, I think. Yeah,
It's
you just
cool.
spin in place. It's funny.
Yeah, well, this one like
Oh,
spins
yeah, I've
me,
got
and
that
then
on
I like
mine.
lift up, and then I get dropped down. It's kind of fun.
Oh,
Yeah, it's advanced spin.
rolls the Geemon. Roll, 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 roll. Oh, no fun. Rolls a Rygon. Roll, 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 roll. I'm not getting the responses I expect. Yeah,
Ah.
dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't promise that I will do it again. Fly. I like that spin one. We're gonna add spin.
Spin. It's too bad there isn't roll.
I don't know.
You
There might be.
should-
There's like 28 of them. I mean, there might be one here for roll.
You should make a special redeem just for me that rolls you. Because I am that amazing and important.
Like rolls the camera.
No, rolls you specifically. Roll the Rygon.
Maybe. If we can figure out how to do it.
Oh. Non-Earth-like. Okay. Spins are vertical rolls, though. Well, they are, but it's not me causing the Rygon to do the roll.
Very true.
I like being able to roll the Rygon.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Whiskers.
Oh, there we go. I got
Very
it.
long tail.
Yeah. I mean, big tail, best tail, right? If it saves you time, Whiskers, if you just set up the silhouette, I can always redline you out with vector tools, the tail. At any point in time, just to make your life very easy.
I'm hoping Whiskers is listening, but I'm not certain if he is. Are you listening, Whiskers?
How could it happen to me?
Nothing I care about.
There's a little doodle being drawn.
The claw, create, redeem, new.
Okay, he is
redeem.
listening. Cool.
I can't tell what that doodle is supposed to represent. Unfortunately, it's too small on my screen.
It's him waving and saying hi.
Oh. Hi, Whiskers.
There,
There
he
we go,
zoomed
now
in
you
for you.
We can make that 1,000 power. I know. I'll make it 800.
Whiskers cute. You find all the Easter eggs yet, Whiskers? Lol.
Okay, that seems to work okay.
How many more jumps do I have until my next destination? 217. Two, one, H.
Ka-ching. Why is there a ka-ching sound?
Hey, Tanya.
Tanya!
Why is there a ka-ching sound? We don't need that one.
Go for it, Tanya.
I knew that was already discovered, but I'm gonna go surface scan it because it looks like no deep scan has been done. Got it. Hi, Tanya.
Hello. So how is everybody today?
I'm doing alright.
Doing okay.
Hey, Mala, shout out Tanya, please.
Good.
I'm just working on Scar Dev.
I'm doing some generic flying through space.
I got to hold back a flood.
Ooh. Explain.
It's been raining all day here, and the drainage trenches overfilled, and it started to backflow into the school building.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so I had to spend 2 hours making repeated runs with a Kaivac to suck water out of a ventilation system before it reached floor level.
Oof.
On the upside, that's a lot of calories burned. I'm still on track for getting down to 200 pounds.
Well, congratulations. Come on, control stick, stop it.
Okay, we got that in. The expression bit, though.
Rolls the Rygon more.
Ah! Why?
Because you're a very rollable shape.
As a kid soon?
Yes.
Camera.
And you can't prove me wrong.
Fair enough, fair enough. Then I guess I will just have to prove you right.
Be rolled.
Parameters, LARP vector.
Roll gone.
Roll gone.
No.
I don't know.
No, if people start calling me that, I'll cry.
Will you cry?
No.
Do you need a hug?
Yes. So I can't find the right blend shape. I can't change my expression.
Oh. On the right menu, there's a thing called monitor that should show expressions if they're loaded.
Yeah, kind of.
Thank you, Whiskers. Snapple. My reactive stuff is a little too big.
The only expression I can get off of my character here is
Rygon.
just the smile one. What's up?
You should look at my stream.
Okay, give me a second.
I'm going to shrink you guys. That way people can see.
You,
There we
you,
go.
you've got a doodle.
Oh, I like doodles. I'm zooming. I'm coming over. Coming over. Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding. Fine. Which direction do I want to go from?
Ah, I see. I have been rolled.
Speaking of doodles, I am sorely tempted to start taking out commissions for my streams so that I've got thumbnails for the different games. Very sorely tempted.
I've started to do that. Oh, dang it. I just screwed myself. Oh,
I mean, Whiskers will do them.
I'm aware.
As
like
well
that.
as Raijin.
Raijin needs to figure out his pricing first, though, so I would hold off on him.
Yeah,
As let's say that I want to bulk purchase like 10. Could I get a discount there?
I could give a small one.
All right, I'm going to make this jump, and then I need to run the bathroom. Yep. Well, I'm rolling a Rygon.
Yeah, the only expression I can get to come out is fun expression.
Uh,
CM, did I not come with other expressions? No.
You should. I don't know how to access them with the program you're using. I just know. I know how they. I know how they work with VC Face.
Okay.
I don't know, or at least they should. I'm pretty. Yeah, you should have the basics.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe at some point when you and I are both free, then maybe we can try to figure that out and see what's up.
I can't help you with that program that you use because I don't know that program at all.
Okay.
I can try and help you later, but if you can pull it up in Unity and look at the blend shapes, or Blender and look at the blend shapes, they are case sensitive when you're typing them in.
Case sensitive?
Yes.
Oh.
I would recommend downloading VC Face and looking at it in there.
Yeah, VC Face should show at least most of the blend shapes. It doesn't always, but it does most of the time. The monitor should also show them, but sometimes it doesn't. It really depends on how it's coded, unfortunately.
But I'm not going to use VC Face.
Then pull it up in Unity. It should still have the blend shapes.
The reason why I say to bring it up in VC Face is because VC Face is a lot easier to use for most people than bringing it up in Unity and looking through the files there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Whereas VC Face, it's a simple matter of... Well, here, let me share this on Discord here. Not that one.
Yeah, Vinyan's monitor is pretty good, but if something's a little weird, sometimes it doesn't grab it.
Okay.
Hey, Burp, gonna use
Look
the
at Discord, Rygon.
Okay. I'm looking.
So, the way for VC Face, it's just going into settings, then expression settings, and then you can see all the expressions here as well as their actual name, that, you know, the case and name of them. Oh, this model's got a cheek puff?
You're welcome.
Dude?
Dude.
Unfortunately, Conrad, you know, not being in the US and English not being his first language, there's some weird stuff with that. But yeah. Either way, like you can see here, he misspelled tongue.
Cheek puff is correct. It's one of the iPhone things for the face tracking. It actually tracks whether or not you puff your cheeks or not.
To be fair, tongue is a hard word.
But yeah, that's why I recommend VC Face, because you literally just put in the model and it has it all listed here rather than needing to go through Unity. You may not use VC Face, but that doesn't mean that you can't, you know, utilize it for looking at that stuff.
Well, that's fair. It's not that I doubt that the expressions are there. It's I just don't know how to get them unlocked in the program I'm in, so that way they can, you know, be expressive. I just need to figure out how to do that, because I'm sure there's some way to do it. Because me moving my face around apparently ain't doing it.
While I'm still doing something really quickly, look for the redeem action in the nodes called blend shapes. You need to type in the blend shape there and do it through 0 through 100. 100 is 100% on, 0 is 0% off. That's how you do that.
Okay. Okay, gray's in.
Duffings is sending love to everyone.
Let's find the claw sound effect.
I'll be right back.
Sure thing.
Now I can do that. Did you already find it, Regon?
No, that's something we're gonna have to go over later.
All right. Yeah, because you're gonna have to hotkey it, I think. But it's underneath node graph. Let me see what it's called again, just to make sure. Yeah, there's an action node called blend shape. So, for instance, on mine, I have a blend shape called crown that add or removes my crown depending on what the blend shape value is. 100 is fully on, so it'll be apparent. 0 is 0%, so it'll be invisible. You can also click the use toggle, and that way you only have to have one redeem for it, and it'll just turn on and off. And smooth is how smoothly it transitions between the two. So if you want it to be a smooth transition and take a certain amount of milliseconds, that's how that works.
Okay.
Sorry, I suggested one of the more complicated programs out there.
Well, I don't mind complicated because it means that there's more things to play with once you figure it out. But it's still just, you know, just going through the process.
Yeah. Granted, I spent like a week messing around with the program before I started using it to figure out its limits and boundaries. It's so.
Hey, moderators.
Get him! Get him!
Get him! Now I'm the bot.
Thank you, Beerus. Good boy. don't forget to report them.
Just a bot or a troll?
Yeah. It's one of those
Bot.
purchase viewer bots.
Gotcha. Oh, it is apparently very difficult to find a claw sound effect.
Threat levels returning to normal levels.
What's really sad is the sheer number of those purchase viewer bots and the persistence of them means that there are people out there that do fall for them. Otherwise, they would have stopped doing it by now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the weird part is that technically, if they actually follow up on their promise, they're just gonna bot swarm your thing, and Twitch will ban you.
Yeah. So they're useless completely.
Oh, my favorite thing about them is the fact that most of them are literally just by viewer or by followers. And it's like, followers mean nothing on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
They're okay
Outside,
for the algorithm. But,
not even that. It doesn't. The number of followers you have means nothing. On Twitch. Like on YouTube, sure, subscribers are, one of the key metrics, but on Twitch, what matters is your viewer count, not your follower count.
Yeah.
I suppose I should actually back up a little bit. There is, having affiliate, you do need 50 followers. And I think there is one for partner as well, but it's really easy to get.
Mala, Twitch does not know the difference between view bots and everything until they run weird analytics. Because I know that, if I look at my chat right now and the people that are in it, there's a bunch of bots in here that are just sitting here. They're not being counted. Twitch,
Yeah.
And then there's people that are actually here that it's also not counting. It has no idea. It can't tell the difference. But, oh well. What you gonna do?
Gonna do. Fade out.
Is it sad that this conversation has only made me think about how exactly you would construct a fake viewer bot that would still be counted?
It just needs to. This is speculation because I still haven't figured it out. Because sometimes I'll have 0 viewers and people will be talking in my chat. I think it has to do with active computer use or something. I'm not entirely sure. If you could figure out exactly what Twitch thinks considers an active viewer versus not an active viewer, yeah, you probably could real easy. Which would be neat, but probably get you in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah. Oh, so here, what I was thinking of is you use Chat GPT and then speech to text, so you have it listening to an audio only, counts as an active viewer because it's playing the feed, and then it interprets what you're saying. You feed that to GPT, and then have GPT post as the bot, so it imitates a generic follower who's saying stuff in chat.
Yeah, Discord already has bots that does that though, and it already fails. But I guess
this isn't me endorsing the practice. I'm just saying if I were to attempt to do such a thing, that'd be where I would start.
Not sure where I would start, but I do QA. I'm not here to try and actually make things. Thank you. I have to deal with devs all day as is.
All right.
Hi.
I say as I remember that I'm technically listed as a dev on Scar. And technically was just explaining to Rygon how to use a complex program.
Well, we'll get to that eventually.
It'd be interesting. I think a lot of people would be more interested in what the exact metrics that Twitch looks for is
Mm-hmm.
to discern a live viewer than anything else. You know, you could use bots for that, but man, I don't want to get banned.
I have put in a rainbow. Now people can rainbow me. Man.
Oh my god, rainbows. Ermagerd. Jiminy Cricket's 35? Well, there is a water world, but it's already been discovered. Well, it's been found, it hasn't been surface scanned yet, so I'll probably still do that. Don't be on the other side of the star, please. That'd suck.
No, we don't need that sound. I will delete it. I'd rather just have the rain song. Okay, and one more, and then we will be good.
Woo!
Jitter? What does jitter do? Ah! I don't know what Pandora does.
What time is it? Alright. Cool.
Chibi? I can be a chibi?
I think it requires a model. I don't know if somebody's built that out yet. But yeah, you can, with Vignon, you can auto program in model swaps. So if you have alternate versions of your model, you could easily have a redeem that swaps in and times it for a certain amount of time before bringing back your regular model.
I don't need to do that.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it changes the bone structure. I'm so cute. Oh my god, we're definitely putting this one in.
Okay, you're gonna have to share that with me, and then I'm gonna have to never use it because I'm afraid of my own chat. And I'm wondering what it would do to my tail. It'd probably mess it up.
Yeah, it's so cute. Yeah, probably. But it works. I got turned into a chibi.
Huh. Wonder how they manage that. Programmers, when they get their hands on stuff. I don't know, Ido. The fact that you're telling me that I don't need to be scared of you indicates that maybe I should be slightly worried.
Let's see what this. Arta. Yeah, I can work with that.
Welcome back, Ren. Also, sorry guys, I'm not very talkative, you know, trying to work. But that's why you guys got the others here to listen to them ramble and stuff while I'm being boring.
Uh-huh.
Yay, pretend not boring. I'm gonna slap my flight stick right off my desk, I swear. Stop rotating. Silly sticky point.
I'm gonna turn off the throw Pokeball so people stop freaking spam that.
I don't know what you expect, Raygon.
Well, it was working, and then it stopped.
It's a weird spot for a polarized cap. But oh, 7 probes, okay. So we'll start. There we go. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba
Oh, I
ba
know.
ba
I'm
ba
gonna
ba ba
I'm
ba.
gonna put sad time as flowers.
Okay.
Yes.
Orca, I always approve of art. Always approve of that.
Meow. Oh,
Orca's
slightly
debating what
down
to
there.
do, and I'm like, hey, go for the art. Work on it.
I had to
Get
look
good.
slightly down to look at your chat, and I didn't. I was like, what are they talking about? I have to pull up Sim's chat. No, it's right here. Right here. Right there. Right there. I can see it. I am just a stupido. Son of a
You're in a
gun.
self-deprecating mood today.
Always am. I'm a millennial. It just kind of comes with the territory, you know?
Touche. What's a good spin beam? French fries? Soda? Hamburger? I'll make it the coffee one. Where I'm gonna be coffee.
Ido does good art.
I know does do good art. Also, I'm looking forward to sharing some Raijin fan art.
Dang it.
Have you seen the
Close
recent
enough.
one? Involving
Plausibly?
Squirrel?
Yeah. I believe so, if it's the one I'm thinking of.
Can I keep him?
Yes, I've seen that one. Yes.
Okay. Hi, Chrisoffs! Yes, there is Paw.
Those are indeed my feet. Let's.
You know, I have a weird thing.
Hmm?
Sometimes I just like to turn my oven on and then I just leave it there.
Did you forget to put your
Who?
food in the oven?
Yes.
What do you
That's
mean?
besides the point. I'll go do that in a second.
Who do you mean? What do you mean? Who am I adopting as a pet now?
Verdant is not adoptable. Neither am I.
Oh, that. Yeah, no.
You guys will see tonight, don't worry.
I was kind of thinking of waiting to share it next Wednesday.
Okay, that works too. You guys will see it next Wednesday, don't worry.
What color, like what singular color most represents rainbows?
All of them?
Well, yeah, but if you had to choose one color, i.e. the background to this rainbow icon, which one best represents rainbows?
Light blue.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I went with.
Well, if you figured if that's what you were gonna do, why'd you ask?
For confirmation.
Confirmation bias. He wasn't asking a question to ask a question. He was asking a question so that way somebody would agree with him and he'd feel better about himself.
No, not necessarily feel better. I wanted to get a consensus.
I'm also
If
just
two people
teasing.
said light blue, well, I mean, if two people said light blue, then yay. I will put the chibi icon as a flower.
I say it should be red.
Too late. You had
Aggressive homosexuality?
Super aggressive. Okay, and chibi color, I don't know, yellow?
I mean,
No.
when it comes to color science and psychology and such, the color red is also very good for getting people into a particular mood. That is anti-TOS.
It depends on the shade.
But I will say it's why they are called red light districts.
Aha!
You know, I don't know. Red's never really done that for me. Purple, on the other hand, specifically blacklight purple.
It is a deep set thing that is, you know, they've done the studies and such and found that that's the case. Whether that is the case for everybody, well, it's, you know, as Rygon can verify, mental health is not a one, it's not a one size fits all kind of thing.
Deity.
I almost made a very inappropriate joke, and I'm glad I stopped myself.
Fair enough.
What kind of star is this? Did I just find? I don't know what that pop-up was, and I wasn't paying attention enough to actually figure it out.
Trap card. Oh yeah, I forgot I had a trap card.
Yeah, that's still going. People have been got.
People have been got. Okay. I think that's all the redeems I'm going to add for now. Chibi, Rainbow, Sad Time, and Spin Me. That should be plenty for right now. Give
You
people something to
spin
do.
me right round, baby, right round.
No, 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 no. And now, I don't lose all of this because that would be annoying. Wouldn't it?
I wonder if my pet fell asleep again.
Maybe.
He probably did. He said he wasn't going to take a nap either today. But he's in away mode, which means he probably laid down in bed and he's probably asleep.
Who are you talking about?
My roommate slash pet.
Oh.
Let's see, how many jumps do I have now? 207. I am making time.
Hello there, Schweppy. Yes, mental health is a very complicated thing. Like, there is so much that goes into it. Everybody is different. Everybody's affected differently by all those sorts of things.
Existence is complicated. Nothing's easy. Why? Why is nothing easy? Bad jokes aside.
Uh-huh. What's up?
Rag on cue. That's what's up.
Check that back. I wonder how many redeems I can have before they finally tell me no more.
I would assume a significant amount because I don't think I've ever seen a cap.
Is that right?
Actually, there is a cap on redeems. I don't know the exact number, but I have been running into it. It's very odd because I know I remember seeing that there was a cap. I don't remember how much. However, and I don't see any reason for this cap. But at this point, if I go to try to make a new redeem, the new redeem will just fail to save. But if I go and delete another redeem, then the same exact setup as the previous one will work. And then if I try to do another new one, it'll fail. So I am certain I've run into a cap. Which is dumb.
How many redeems do you have?
I don't know. A lot.
I have like 50. Some of them are unactivated, but still.
I think I've got around 50 as well.
The cap might be 64 then because of bit ratios.
Interesting.
It could
Huh?
literally just be a bit ratio. Alright, I need to take my meds here in a moment, so I'm going to go do that, but I'm going to look at the system first, make sure there's nothing I actually want to poke.
I'll probably get my stream set up soon.
The Twitch AFQ is 50 rewards is the limit currently.
50 rewards, okay. So it might be one of those things then that I will set up certain ones and then I'll just like rotate them in and out. Keep things interesting, you know. Raygon's very cute. I do things. Why you say this? Mental health is a very complicated issue. Well, that's why I went to school for 8 years for it. And I still don't know crap.
All right, I'm on my way home. After a brief phone call I need to make, I'll be able to hop on the computer, so I'm actually on a proper microphone.
Sounds good. Why are Costco hot dogs so damn good?
Probably because of all the drugs they're laced with.
No. I'm pretty sure, if anything, it's just because they have quality product.
Probably. Well, I've already got food and I've been hugged today, Pikesh. But thank you.
New random idea.
What's up?
Create a imitation treat stream thing, except when people use it, it sends money to my roommate and he has to make me food.
Oh my god.
Why not?
Because I wouldn't tell him at first and he'd just get random money and he'd walk up here and be like, I just got random money in my PayPal. How do I undo this? And I'll be like, oh, that's because you have to make me food now.
I like that. If I had the cash, I would do that.
You know what I'm sitting here thinking about? Is just the ultimate combo. You take the Costco hot dogs, you take the IKEA meatballs, you put those on the hot dogs, then you manage to get to McDonald's when the ice cream machine's actually working, so you've got your side.
I'm hungry again. Dang it. I don't want to eat until like 8 o'clock.
Oh, Valerie, hey. I was so confused when Pikesh is like, is a vixen, and I'm like, what? Who?
Oh, well, Valerie Vixen's in chat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi, been a while.
Up away.
In other strange news, I found out that I can legally have a 25-foot flagpole in my yard.
What are you gonna put on it?
Either my pirate flag or something else that will probably make people hate me. I don't know yet. That's if I actually put it up. Because that actually takes work.
That's their problem, though.
Well, nobody's complained about the gay pride flag that's hanging off my house, nor my pirate flag yet, so I'm wondering how far I can push it now. And I also had my Black Lives Matter flag on my house for a while, too, and nobody burnt me down, so... Speaking of, what'd you say, Tanya?
I said, speaking of, I actually do have a trans pride flag that I should probably put up. It's been sitting in storage for ages because Caddy didn't want to advertise.
You can. I know the last apartment I lived at very specifically told me no. So instead I hung them up in my windows.
Well, in my case, it wouldn't be hanging on the exterior of the apartment. I'd be using it for the curtain between the bedroom and the kitchen.
It's amazing how well pride flags work for curtains. I'm a brown dwarf.
Okay. Go ahead and get the title set. I'll probably hop off voice for this, mostly just due to the fact that it's gonna be a lot of boring stuff.
Okay, Rygon.
Yeah. I shall.
Where's my hair? There.
Alrighty. I'll catch you all later. I'll be doing my own stream. Give me a poke if you need anything.
Bye,
See ya.
Rygon.
See
Bye
ya.
forever. Bye.
Bye forever.
Five forever until tomorrow, which is forever for me.
Also, how old?
Oh yeah, don't forget game tomorrow, Rygon. Oh wait, he's already gone. Hi, Sky.
Hi, Master.
I'm gonna refill here. Wah, 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 wah. Oh no, the only person actually talking in here left. Now I have to say things.
Oh, heaven forbid we have to make the voice interesting for chat.
Heaven forbid that I have to make voice interesting for my own chat and Sims.
Hey, I'm just focusing on walking here. It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit right now and raining.
Where the heck are you?
Montana.
How the heck are you guys cold? Never mind. Right, Mother
It's
Nature is
Montana.
messed up. Honey, I live in
When you-
Minnesota. I'm not used to hearing states colder than mine.
Yeah, it's
no
Montana.
kidding.
It snowed during the summer here before. That's why it's so cold.
Yes, I've seen snow multiple times in July in my state. That's why I'm confused at it.
What state
I
are you
wish I
in?
was kidding. I live in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, well then you know exactly what our weather's like.
Yeah, it's just weird because it's just you and not us. Normally we get that.
It all depends on whether the weather systems you're getting are coming from the southern states or coming from Canada.
Yeah, we've
Hi
been
there,
having an issue with the
Taldarius.
jet. Oh, hi, Tal.
Hello.
We've been getting a lot more from the southern states. Normally we get from Canada this time of year, but apparently not this year, or last year, or the year before.
Yeah, see, I live in the plains region of Montana, so we're in the rain shadow of the mountains, which also means that it creates turbulence on a planetary scale. So it will violently shift between pulling air from the south or pulling air from the north. So one day it'll be 80 degrees, the next day it's 40.
Yeah, we get that. Yay. Sky, what temperature was it yesterday? It was like 43 in the morning, and today it hit 81.
Yeah, something like that. I liked
Nice.
it when it's nice and cool like that. I anything above like 80, like when it starts getting to like 85 and above, like I barely function, or I start having trouble functioning.
Welcome back, Tal.
I was S4.
I'm going to be dropping out a voice so that I can get that phone call done, and then I'll be hopping back in on the computer. I have no idea how long the phone call is going to take, though. Depends on how stupid PayPal is.
Oh, good luck.
Good luck.
Boy. Yeah.
Yeah, that $1,500 that ended up left in Caddy's account left me with a negative balance. Yeah, it finally went to collections, and now I need to talk to a collections agent to explain to them, you have your money. Just go get it. It's in your account.
I'm sorry. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tal. I want moves to have an increased cost if you are buying outside of your type.
Oh, we're going back to that.
That was always the plan, to have that. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to handle it. And obviously, like, if you've got a... you know, in the case of Pokemon, you know, you're a water type trying to learn an ice type move, your storyteller can give you a discount, and especially if you've got an ice type training you, or somebody that knows that type move already. So you can get discounts, but I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do that. I don't necessarily want to just be like, okay, every time you buy one of these moves, it's going to be 1.5 times the cost. But
That's already what we do with Strike.
Yeah, but the problem with this is I don't want it to be forever. Because, you know, once you unlock the new type, it's much easier to use it and learn it better. Or, you know, get better with it.
Okay. So this might be a time to use the feat system to our advantage. You could have it so, like, you know, normally, like, you know, it would be something like 1.5 times. However, like, you could get a feat that basically says that you are now proficient with this type, and you no longer receive any out of type negatives for purchasing moves of this type.
So for brevity, you might want to include, you know, refunding previously spent experience.
Yeah. No, I was just more bringing up the possibility of this being a thing.
Yes.
I like the idea of it being with the feats. That's one thing that I was tossing around in my head.
Well, I mean, we have this system. It's meant to be used for this kind of thing. We should probably use it for this kind of thing.
Yeah. And it helps pad out the type system. Or the feats.
Yeah. Now, obviously, this might be like a little bit of the costly nature, just due to the fact that, like, you know, you are achieving proficiency with a whole ass type. And moves are expensive, so getting a rebate on your moves, you know.
Oh, Whiskers dipped again.
Whiskers is done for the night. He's dealing with some insomnia issues.
Well, I hope he sleeps well. I'll switch my scene then.
But Conrad's gonna join in his place.
Neat.
But yeah, honestly, I think that having it be something like, you know, 1.5 times, and then a feat will, like, you know, remove said penalty and refund you any XP that you have put into that. As a part of, like, you know, whatever you want to call it, the surcharge tax. Fuck
Okay.
it, I don't really care, but...
One moment, sorry, I'm dealing with swapping over artists real quick.
Ido says, is that taking normal type moves into account, given almost every Pokemon can learn them? Or in this case, basic moves, if you're going Scar type.
Guys, one sec. Let's put a pause on this real quick, please. I'm trying to get things swapped over with Whiskers and Conrad and stuff, so give me a moment, please. Also, I sent you Whip's era.
Yeah, I saw. Thank you.
I gotta switch the scene over, because Conrad's gonna be a minute. So, yeah. Or switch the category. Might as well do this.
I'm gonna do that. Update that. There we go.
Alright, Conrad will be here in 30 minutes.
Okay.
Nice.
Now,
To answer your question, Ido, I'm pretty sure that basic moves would not be part of that because basic is kind of your classic untyped. Correct me if I am wrong.
so on that front, basic, if you are, say, Wind Sonic type, and you try to purchase a basic move, it will be slightly increased, I'm thinking, just to make there be a reason to even get basic in the first place. No, basic will not have an increase. Yeah, we'll just go with that. But for being basic type, you do have a discount on purchasing outside of your type.
Oh, hey, we're bringing that back. Nice.
Yes.
I remember the good old days of 1.25 times cost for out of type moves instead of 1.5. Back to the glory days.
Bah. Oh, and that's coming in next update.
So I think we will go with 1.5 time cost for moves unless you get the feat to basically get proficiency in them. Sound good?
Yep.
Sounds fine, but can you add the feat now? I don't have to redo my characters again. I'm kidding, it's fine.
For that part of things, that will stay work in progress. It'll stay in the work in progress side of things until the feats are. We at least have that part of this feat system.
Yep.
Like, I'm gonna write it out and put it in here now, but it's not going to actually be implemented on the next update.
Well, make sure to make a big note of that.
I will highlight it, and if they don't read what the highlights do, that's on them. Just gonna be frank on that.
Okay, look, Zim, I understand the sentiment here. However, why are you trying to make more work for us to prove a point?
What do you mean more work?
If we don't make it clear, there's going to be more questions we're going to have to field about that, and people are probably going to have it wrong come session. So, let's, not make more work for ourselves and include a disclaimer.
The disclaimer is highlighting it orange.
There's other things that are highlighted orange that are live, though.
What is highlighted orange that is live right now?
The conditions. Yes, there's a disclaimer saying they are valid for playtest. They are highlighted orange.
We have a specific disclaimer for that.
Again, why are you wanting to make more work for ourselves to prove a point?
This is starting to sound like one of my work meetings.
Also, another thing that we do have in there that is orange that is technically live are that attacks of opportunity are a thing.
They are not currently a thing.
They've occurred multiple times in the game.
People including them is up to them. That does not mean that it's actually finished and to a point where it's live.
Okay, well, you're proving my point that there are things in here that aren't live that people are treating as live and are highlighted orange. Literally just make a single line notation. It really isn't that big of a deal. Light Paw, it'll be retroactive.
Yeah. It'd be kind of mean to not make it retroactive. Granted, there are systems that are not retroactive, but
I have a question. Would
What's
that 1.5 affect the XP cap?
No.
It'll affect your. It won't affect your XP cap. I don't think. I think it'll just. I mean, wouldn't it contribute towards the spent XP though? Because that is how much you've spent.
I would assume it would act just like the dynamic move cost and be a separate cost that's on the side and need to be notated, but not actually count.
Well, yeah, but it's like the opposite of a discount, which is already, like, you know, included. Discounts are included in the XP cap.
Yeah, my assumption would be it'd just be a side cost.
I have updated the highlights. Yellow is going to be valid for play, but are still work in progress on wording and such. So I will fix this by going down and re-highlighting that whole section yellow.
All right.
And yes, Ren is very much correct on that. Like, having to add in these notes for every single section is going to be more work on me. And it's also unnecessary. I will outright tell people, what color is it highlighted? What does that highlight mean?
Zim, if it's a work in progress and isn't valid for play, then it shouldn't be in the live document by that argument.
The entire fucking live document is work in progress.
I know, but if you're specifically noting it as not live and not valid for play, then by that own argument, it shouldn't even be here. Now, I don't particularly care if it is or not, but the entire point is based off of the fact that people are going to ask questions anyway, so why bother taking any measures to do anything to cut down on the number of questions? That is not the correct mindset to have when making a rules document for a tabletop game.
As Ren says, no matter how perfect the wording is, no matter what we do, no matter what disclaimers we put in, no matter what colors we use, people are still going to ask questions.
When did I say they wouldn't ask questions?
You're sitting here arguing about them asking questions because you want disclaimers.
I'm saying they will have more questions and we will be putting more work on ourselves to constantly have to answer these questions if we don't word things in a good way. If you want to take this to a fallacy of a logical extreme, why have the rules document at all if they're going to have questions anyway? Just answer it every single time. I know that that's a logical fallacy, but I'm just more using it to show that the base of this argument is, if they're going to ask questions anyways, why bother making a good document?
What does this have to do with me highlighting things appropriately as I've put in that is how they are highlighted.
Well, first of all, you just said you changed the highlighting.
Yes.
Second of all, it's literally me just saying, hey, we should put in a single line of a warning.
For every single section.
I'm not saying for every single section. I'm saying that because this is something when we go, oh, hey, we wrote out the rules for moves. This is something that they are going to then instantly look at and see and ask if it's alive or not. And so we might as well put a single disclaimer line saying that this will become live when we have the feats for it. So that way they also know when this section will become live. I am not saying we go highlight by highlight and put a disclaimer at every single highlight. I'm saying for this highlight, it is especially pertinent that we do this. That is my argument.
So just to put it out there, Taldarius, that could have been worded a little bit more clearly at the beginning. But you're getting a little heated. Deep breath, buddy.
I mean, I'm not really being heated. I'm just trying to make my point. And as for the wording, yeah, I didn't explain it in full because it was just, oh, hey, for this area, we should put in a disclaimer for this thing. And then the highlighting of the entire document got brought up. I was not the one that brought up the highlighting of the entire document to begin with. I did earlier in an entirely separate thing. So my original point was just, oh, hey, we should put a disclaimer here, literally just a single line disclaimer. That was my original point.
Yes, but your original point lacks context that in this particular case it'd be useful for XYZ. But that's beside the point. We're not going to worry about it. Let's move on. Got to be careful with that verbiage, though.
The verbiage was perfectly valid for the context it was used in at the time. It's just that the conversation then completely left that original context.
I disagree, but that's fine.
I disagree as well.
The context of, hey, because this would be pertinent in this particular situation had been uttered, it might have helped clear things up a little bit. Not trying to get on you, Taldarius, just also making a point.
My entire point was for a single line disclaimer in that one area.
For what purpose, that was not stated. It's fine. There was a little miscommunication.
The purpose also wasn't asked for. It just turned into a counter rant about the highlighting of the entire argument.
Yes.
The entire document.
That would have also been a great place to bring up the reasoning behind this particular instance of... Excuse me, give me a second, trying to do precise control. Would have also been a great time to bring up the precise reason behind this particular note specifically. Because I do agree with the note where it is, yes. Because it would be nice to have it clear even though it is highlighted. Let's go for here. But those little side notes help explain things a little bit earlier. But no, I do agree. There should be a note in this particular case that this will go live around the time that feats are there because we will get fielded questions in this particular instance. Because people aren't going to pay attention to highlights. All right. Found a water world.
I have returned.
Welcome back, Tanya. Hopefully the call went well for you.
Yeah. So, because it had already been sent to collections, the guy was absolutely required to get me to pay something, otherwise he'd be forced to escalate it. So I had to throw a little bit of money at it. But after I explained to him, look, dude, you have your money. It's sitting in a dead person's account. Just walk me through the process for someone with power of attorney to access the account, and you will have your money in full. That's what I had to say in order to get him to give me a phone number that I can then hand off to Caddy's brother.
Yeah, that's just weird because I don't think... I'm not going to go into legal stuff right now. Legal stuff is silly. Hi, Regin and Zim's chat.
But no, I just straight up had to tell him, I know exactly where your money is at, I just need to know the process to acquire it. But yeah, since I actually made a payment on the debt, they'll at least leave me alone for a month. And hopefully in that time, his brother will be able to get into the PayPal account so they can send the money back to me.
Is your name on it? On this debt?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would
If my name wasn't on the debt, I would have said, okay, you can screw off with the good faith payment. But no, it's a negative balance on my own PayPal account.
Oh.
So I know that the credit card company's going to try coming after me soon. I'm just straight up going to tell them, okay, am I a co-signer on the credit card, or am I an authorized user? Oh, authorized user? Okay, screw off. If you look at transactions, I haven't touched the card ever since he died. Now, that which means I'm not claiming any of that debt.
Am I remember cooking? I smell food. I also have windows open. Still sucks you had to make the silly payment, but it is what it is.
Well, like I said, it's because it had already been sent to collections. He can't go empty-handed, otherwise he's required to say it's non-compliance.
That sounds like policy instead of law, but
it is.
Yeah, and well, if it's non-compliance on paying the debt, I just straight up tell them, well, I don't have it. Then it gets escalated, and they might just sell the debt to a debt collection agency, and then things get weird from there.
Nah, I'm not legally able to say things. I'm live on stream.
Oh, right, because of your certs and stuff, there's things you're not allowed to say, right?
Because of what?
Because of your certs and stuff?
No, I don't have my banker certs or anything like that anymore. So that's not the problem. The problem is that I'm not a lawyer, and even though I know the legalese behind all this, if I were to say this stuff and somebody that's watching these streams or the YouTube videos goes and tries the stuff I say out of context, without knowing the full situation, they can sue me.
That's when you, this is not legal advice, need to say that this is not legal advice. Between every word that you're saying, this is not legal advice. So that way they know that this is not legal advice.
Yeah, it's better to just not say anything and then
By the way, people in the audience, this is not legal advice.
I am not a professor of law. I am also no longer legally a banker or among other things. So you please don't sue me for banking.
Wait a minute, you said you're no longer among other things? Does that mean that you're among us now?
No, I said I'm no longer among us.
No, you said you're no longer among other things.
you did say you were no longer among other things.
True, but that also means that I'm no longer among us.
No,
I might
you're
have been once
presently
upon a
among
time.
us. Because there's us and then there's other things. The things that
Look,
aren't us.
just take your hand off the button.
But what
We can
is
talk this
among
out.
us?
Yeah, we can talk this out over an electrical.
Hey, did that door just lock? I think we should all go stare at that for a few minutes.
Electrical lock system engaged.
Oh no, look, we are all going to no longer be of electrical soon, yes. I'm
To
so
unlock,
bad at
please
Among Us.
insert coolant.
Kim, I bought you like 3 gallons yesterday. Did you already drink it all?
I'm
didn't
not at
hate
Among Us
you up
because
that
people
bad.
just assume that I'm lying.
My problem is that I get too giggly about the whole situation when I am lying. Which is funny because I know how to do it all the correct way, but it's just like I can't help myself.
Yeah. In any games where you're required to lie, I end up losing just outright because I suck at lying. I don't have any freaking practice at it.
Well, I've done sales and stuff, so I'm somewhat decent at, bending the truth to my will, but at the same time, when it's my friends, just the idea of, screwing them kind of makes me laugh, and I don't know why.
So
But
Maybe
far,
because I'm a jackass.
so far,
Thing is,
the
though, it's a
few
shame.
times I've played Among Us, every time I've been traitor, I have won.
That's actually what I was about to say. Is that it sucks that I suck at lying because I have a very long vicious streak. Because the first time I was ever the traitor while playing Among Us, people were shocked, stunned, and terrified when the first emergency meeting was called, and half the people were already dead.
I know that one time I was playing Among Us, and I became the whatever they're called because brain doesn't want to work right now.
Imposter?
Yep, I was the imposter, and I was on somebody else's stream at the time, and I just messaged them. I was like, "Hey, I'm the imposter. Let me go through this entire thing lying badly." So him and the other people in that particular voice call sat there and pretended like I was not the imposter the entire time, even though they knew it was me.
Oh my god.
And I was just lying so badly. I was giving the most obvious bad lies just for the hell of it.
Oh,
But yeah, after
So I
after
had a moment where, so I killed somebody, and two others, they were accusing each other of being the imposter. I was not even in the suspicion at all. And so they got one of them thrown out the airlock, and the other one, I literally went up right next to him, killed one of the other players right next to him, and then self-reported. And I'm like, he was right! It was him! He was the imposter! He did it right in front of me! Yeah, he got thrown out the airlock.
But yeah, the second half of that though was after that first time where half the people died right away, and then I proceeded to continue cleaning house. Every single time after that I've been the imposter, every single time I'm barely able to get a single kill before getting caught. Because I end up going in way too aggro every time, or I go way too cautious every time. And the problem is, of course, that people immediately learned my tells because, survival instinct is a thing.
I'm pretty sure if I played with randos, I'd be fine. I probably wouldn't giggle as much. Maybe I'm just not meant to play that kind of game with friends. I'm too evil.
Also, I'm gonna go ahead and hop back off.
Bye. Get better. Stop being sick. No, goodbye, I guess. Oh, well.
Era.
Yes, sir.
I said pet the era.
How are you petting me when you're sitting in my lap? I got no answer to my question. Ah, cheesed. Okay, my roommate has to be cooking and smells amazing. If he's not, I'm going to be very upsetty. I have also been patted. by chat.
Yay!
All right, I need to find out if my roommate's cooking or not. This is driving me nuts. Burb. He is cooking. He's making biscuits and gravy. You are now free to be jealous.
You know, he hasn't discovered it yet, but that is actually Squirrel's favorite meal.
He hasn't discovered it yet, but he will.
I do give my character's favorite, you know, foods. For Squirrel, it's
Bergen's
biscuits and
favorite
gravy.
food is everything.
Or sausage, gravy, and biscuits, specifically. For
Yep.
Asher, well, it's pie.
What other kind of gravy do people try to put on biscuits and gravy? It's always got to be sausage gravy.
Well,
Always
no,
just
I'm
wrong.
talking about specifically it's got to have the sausage chunks.
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes they
Gravy,
just
gravy.
do biscuits and gravy, and it's like, no, give me the sausage chunks.
well, it's got to be sausage gravy. It's got to have a little bit of black pepper, and it's got to have the sausage in it. Otherwise, you're just doing it wrong.
Exactly.
Whoop.
Sure, Lightpaw, but they're just wrong. No other way to put it. They're just wrong.
Dragon here, objectively correct opinion always. Just makes no sense. Because it's got to have flavor and a little bit of spice. Otherwise, you're just putting bland on bland. Unless you have really good biscuits. But why would you use really good biscuits on biscuits and gravy? You got to get just regular biscuits.
No, it's definitely worth getting good biscuits for it.
Who like bland biscuits?
You don't need really good biscuits, but it does make it better. At least decent butter biscuits, you know?
Oh my gosh, if Scroll goes back to Hamoa into that bakery, I don't know if there's gonna be a bakery left.
Why?
Squirrel's not verdant. The bakery's safe.
Yeah.
It won't all be consumed.
I'm pretty sure the biscuits will.
Not unless they've got sausage and gravy on it.
I'm going to do the dangerous thing and fly between these two binary stars because I think they're far enough apart to the point where I won't just randomly explode. They are. Yes.
Sausage, gravy, and biscuits is the only thing that Squirrel will devour with gusto. Beyond that, he is like, he eats a little bit, okay, I'm full, runs off to do other stuff.
sounds like food is ready. Maybe I'll end stream a little bit early. Because I'm just going to end up eating. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to shift everybody over here over to Zim. Since I'm going to be on his channel later tonight. I think.
What do you mean you think?
Well, I would assume everything's still happening, but if it's not... Here, I'm going to refuel first. Let me refuel. So that way I don't forget right when we log in tomorrow. Next time. I'm actually low on fuel. Oh my god, yes. Thank you, Cass.
Beginning refueling.
Alright. While that's going on, let me get a raid started. Then I'll mute myself and do my exit.
Refueling will end in 3 weeks.
I'm gonna play before then. Goodness. Muting out, gonna do exit.
Hi, Lurk.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Quit to desktop. Enjoy the raids.
Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Well, y'all already know me. You've already been hearing me all stream. Well, what little I've been talking with working on stuff. And trying to consider what I'm going to do in order to other things and stuff and things and more stuff.
Thanks.
Now to close down every bloody device. There we go. And now I can open up Zim Stream on my main PC. I actually have video playing. And I can take off my headphones for a bit. I can take off my headphones. Gonna mute, gonna eat.
And then there was silence as I work on working to do the work and get the working done with the work and the things and the clicky clack. I like my clicky clack keyboard.
Nice.
Sing for us, Sky.
What kind of song? Like,
I don't know.
just
Pick a
anything,
song.
or... Well, but wait, I feel conflicted because I don't want to do like anything.
Lightpaw says, "Hello, darkness." We're not gonna get
Oh,
copyright stricken for. We're not going to get copyright stricken from your performance.
Oh, okay. Hello, darkness, my old friend. And it's good to see you once again. I think that's how that goes. We put on the pressure all of a sudden to sing.
Such a squawky burb.
He dothings wants some soup.
Blip, 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 blip.
Super Blep Brothers.
Do I microwave some leftover chicken or do I make burritos?
Why
This
not
is an
both
honest
and do
question.
like a? Why
Do
not
half
do
and half?
both and make like chicken burrito?
Okay, so that begs the question: which flavor? We got beef and bean green chili or red hot beef? Should we go with the mild or the
guess.
spicy?
That's up to you. I personally I'm not much for spicy, but
Chat. Do I go with the
Sure.
mild or the spicy burritos?
I say spicy.
I also just realized, are others in chat streaming right now?
What was that?
Are others in chat streaming right now? I just realized that means that one chat I need to look at.
No, I think I'm the only one streaming right now.
Well, everybody is saying spicy except for Valerie.
Yeah, I just stopped streaming, sorry.
Okay, spicy burrito. Rather than the 2 burritos I normally have, I'll just have the 1. And a piece of chicken. There, it's half and half. And as soon as I am done eating, I will be firing up my stream. It'll be more Kerbal Space Program. Right, I'm going to be muting my mic for a bit because I'm going to be clanking around in the kitchen and no one needs chat filled with that.
Alright. Hey, Eric. We are hearing you there, Geeman. Hello there, Shadow Wolf. Well, Val, I mean, there is the Demon Slaying Duo game that I would still like for you to finish. I'm not certain about doing Lancer myself. Like, I know I've done it before, but it didn't really click with me much. We could possibly give it a shot. Well, yeah, but I'm not that, mechs have never been that big of an interest to me. Like, sure, they're fun in video games and such, but they're not that big of a priority on anything, really.
Meanwhile, I've killed unhealthy amounts of time on Armored Core 2. Yeah, I absolutely loved Armored Core 2, but one moment. Yeah, I absolutely loved Armored Core 2, but I can't remember if it was Armored Core 3 or Armored Core 4. It was the one where they like really changed things around, where population was living in bunkers and the armored cores were depicted as way bigger than in previous games. Like you were towering over stuff. Whichever one that one was. I did not like it because they not only completely changed things up, but like a third of the weapons were hidden behind the most ridiculous skill gates. Or not, sorry, not the weapons, the parts. Just parts in general. Like a third of them had the weirdest skill gates, the weirdest ways to obtain them, and some of them were functionally impossible unless you had all of the skill ever. Like there's this really, really good missile launcher that the only way you could possibly obtain it is to complete this weapons testing area and not get hit a single time. Basically, you get an email from them afterwards saying, well, this thing's completely busted. It clearly doesn't work, so I guess you can have the prototype. Yeah, the problem is it's an absolutely deadly missile system, which means dodging all of it is utterly useless. And if you're already at the skill level where you are capable of getting through that without ever getting hit a single time, you don't need a weapon like that.
Yeah, Lightpaw, Starfinder space combat was a thing. It's something that The problem with space combat with Starfinder is it's like you're turning a group of people into a single unit. And so it kind of turned into, well, we don't have anything to do. Also, Lightpaw, Valerie is Jaffer. I don't. It's.
Wait, you're just just the Jaffer thing. That's just straight up for openly sharing that, or?
Yeah.
Okay. I was never given an update on that. I was told to keep a lid on it way back when, so I was keeping a lid on it.
Yeah, as Val's saying, it's open.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, Lightpaw played in Val's old Starfinder campaign. But yeah, the modified version was definitely a much better step in the right direction, but it's something that would have required more playtesting to properly pull off. But basically, by default, as I understand it, which, granted, it's been a few years since I last looked at it. It was basically, you had, every single person was rolling, it was making rolls, for initiative. However, really only the pilot got to do anything. Everybody else in the other roles on the ship were kind of, sort of giving buffs. And even then, not really. It was awkward at best and kind of made most of the group just kind of there. Yeah, your version was a step in the right direction. It just needed some more playtest to actually refine. Yeah, I think having each of the players have fighters would be the better route. But the problem with that, Lightpaw, is the fact that not every character may be a starfighter pilot. Or a fighter pilot. Because, like, the professor, he wouldn't get into a starfighter thing. That wasn't his forte. That wasn't what that's not what he did. They really needed to come up with a lot more actions that players could do on their turns in the other jobs. Stuff that would feel like they were actually relevant to the battle. Hey, there's Zo. Whoa, 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 whoa. How are ya? Pet the sky. Who's that birdie birdie?
What is going on in here?
I'm breaking my birdie.
Oh.
Yeah, he goes squawk.
Yeah.
We're also talking about Starfinder.
Yeah.
I got you. I had to AFK for a moment, so I am back-ish, half there.
I'm assuming you're referring to Ace Combat, Valerie?
cutie from a world of ice. Got 4 years, but this bird can't fly.
Oh, I don't know anything about Armored Core.
Excuse me. Well, I pet the sky. Down, 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 down.
What about petting me? What?
I may or may not have been referencing a classic rock song with swapped out lyrics.
It's Petting the Sky, the musical.
The original lyrics are, excuse me while I kiss the sky. And I'm saying excuse me while I pet the sky, because we don't know each other that well.
And if you pet the demon, it just goes squeak.
A volley remain the only thing I will tolerate having 4 ears. Cat girls need 2. They need to pick.
What about
the
Char?
human ears or the cat ears? You can't have both. What about what?
What about Char?
Who's Char?
Char are hunky cat demon things from Guild Wars 2.
Okay, Guild. Excuse me. Guild Wars 2. Char.
Send in link. They're hot.
Okay, well, they're clearly demonic, so I guess they get a pass. Demonic creatures are allowed to have unusual anatomy.
I'm not sure if they're actually demon.
I didn't say demon, I said demonic.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not demonic, but they are hot.
But yes, it will forever bug me when people draw cat girls or cat boys, or even any sort of kimono type thing, where they have both the human ears and the animal ears. It always bugs me every time. It's like, just say you want a human. Just admit that you want a human. Seriously.
I definitely agree on that. I have no issues with I think the general term is Neko.
Fuck off to your...
Yeah, Neko.
I have no problems with them. Sometimes they're kind of hot, you know? At least the guys.
Well, you know my non-confrontational... You know my non-confrontational way of addressing that I've found works alarmingly well in various contexts? Is anytime that you run into one, accuse them of being an Avali spy.
Ah.
Wait, what?
They have 4 ears. Clearly they're an Avali. They're just using a disguise mechanism.
Ah, yes.
What would the Avali spy organization be called?
And if they're dressed up like a woven, accuse them of being a woven spy. Finally quiet.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know anything about Armored Core. The mech stuff isn't generally my go-to. They're fun in video games, but I've not really had much interest in them for roleplay.
Sim! My
What?
light is back! My little red light is back! I don't know what happened. But IQ and voice mod are both running, yet the mic mute button is actually making the beep and the little light, and it turns upside down and everything. I don't know what happened, but it works just fine again. It's been a whole week.
Oh, hey, Conrad's here. Hooray!
And they're taking up the husk.
I fixed it. Hey, Mala, come join voice.
No, let Mala go to bed.
It probably is late.
Mala, what the hell are you doing in here? You're supposed to be in bed 15 minutes ago.
Come in.
Well, yes, it was a trap. You fell for my trap.
See, he does this all the time, sorry, Herpan. He's mean.
Go to bed, Mala. We'll discuss in the morning.
Okay.
Good night.
Papa Sorban.
You're abusing the poor Roomba. He's only got half a gig of RAM.
That was mean.
Wait, you're saying what I said or what Zim did?
Oh, what Zim did. It's funny, but mean.
Yeah, I mean, he knows when they're supposed to be in bed. Like, if I were in here when it's way too late, I would expect to probably get yelled at too to go to bed.
Yeah, Zim pulled him in chat just to shout at him, and it's a good thing that Mala likes being bullied.
Yeah, the only reason I did it was because he likes being bullied.
Zim, is everybody just a pet to you?
No, Mala belongs to Era. So does Geeman.
I
Oh.
have.
So
Sky
you're
is
renting
mine.
them. So you're renting them, I see.
No.
No, I think there's 3 categories. There's pets that are his, pets that aren't his but he's allowed to use, and then everyone else who's a possible pet.
No, there's a 4th category.
Tanya.
What?
Tanya's
Not a
the
pet.
4th category.
I guess 5 categories. I guess, Zim, do you have a 5th category just for Tanya?
Sure.
Yay, I'm special.
That category is lunch.
So anyways, I'm gonna need some help this weekend digging a hole. It needs to be 6 feet deep.
Oh my.
Ha! I'd still stick out of it.
Not horizontally. Unless you're really big. Hey, wait.
Gee,
I
thanks
don't
for
think
pointing out how fat I am, Tanya.
I was about to say, I don't think you're that fat.
I was about to warn you not to dig that hole deeper, but apparently it's deeper than 6 feet now.
Oh, good. That means he fits in.
Oh no.
I can't help it. It runs on autopilot.
Oh yeah, that is true. Like, if you were to, yeah, for Era, you'd need a really deep one for his tail. Although
I don't think
you could
anybody
curl
wants to
it
dig that
probably.
deep. It's fine. It's okay. When I die, I'm going to be a tree.
Now, see, if we're gonna deal with Era's tail, we just need to get a crane, remove the cable from the crane, and just thread his tail into it.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
pull it all up onto the cable spool.
I mean, the first thing that came to my mind when he said that was, oh, so you're going to grow some wood then?
Well, of course, it's where your mind went. That's all you ever think about.
Oh.
At any given point in time, if you were to look into Zim's mind, you would find a sausage and 2 eggs.
Add some cheese onto the eggs, and yes.
Well, that sounds like a hygiene issue.
I do love my sausage and eggs.
So just add cheese for a good time. Got it.
Yeah, that is fair. I mean, if you're talking about like actual cheese being added, cheese makes everything better.
The cheese makes the meal. Ah, yes, the side of beans. Definitely.
And I was gonna say, Master's really into cheese. Me and Aaron know somebody in our fur group in this area who's really into ketchup.
Do I? Who?
Really? You don't know Aaron, the ketchup cat?
Bruh.
To be fair, I'm really into ranch.
I also like ranch and mayonnaise, but bruh, there's a lot of furries in this area. I can't know them all.
He's at the, he
With
knows
that
all
attitude.
he's at the Perkins meets, the picnics, the
I stopped
convention.
going to those
Like,
like
he's
5
one
years
of the
ago.
very regulars.
Stopped going to those
I
like
suppose,
5 years ago.
All I'm hearing is quitter talk here, saying that you can't possibly know all the furries.
But why would I want to know all the furries? Have you met us? I barely like me. Why would I
that means you
want
don't
more?
like me.
You're okay.
No, the main thing the main thing to know about Aaron is he has tried ketchup on most everything, and the one thing he said that he would never try again is ketchup on vanilla ice cream.
Okay, to be fair, I have actually had bacon bits on ice cream, so there is that. I killed chat.
I'm just trying to work.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine bacon wouldn't be too bad on ice cream because you're getting a bit of that. You're getting kind of that salty and sweetness together.
Yeah, specifically though, it's the imitation bacon bits because they do have a different texture than regular bacon bits when exposed to the ice, the icy low temperatures and the moisture. Yeah, because regular bacon bits, made from actual bacon, they tend to get soft really quickly when they get wet. But the imitation ones, they stay crispy a bit more. So it adds a little bit of a crunch. So it's kind of like you're having Rocky Road, but it's vanilla. And the little bit of salty sweet kind of, it basically it comes across kind of like a pretzel. It comes across like pretzel bits.
interesting.
It's one of those don't knock it till you try it type things.
I'm always willing to try
Perfect
things.
example is mayo on pizza. What do you think? Mayo doesn't belong on pizza until you try it and you're like, oh my god, what is this flavor combination? It doesn't make sense.
I mean, I just had mayo on my Costco hot dogs.
I know a lot of
mayo
people
on
that
hot
have
dogs is
tried
more
that.
culturally accepted.
I still don't know how people can do it though. I've met many people that do it. I'm just like, nah, I like mayonnaise, but not that much, man.
You need to drink it straight out of the bottle.
I mean,
okay,
so
Vernon,
one time when I was really drunk.
Vernon, that actually sounds delicious.
Yes, that does sound really good.
Yeah, ranch with pizza is delicious.
Oh yeah, if you're having no ranch on your pizza, the pizza either be really good or you're really dumb. Because ranch on pizza is delicioso.
I will say part of why I think I like mayo so much is because it's made with eggs.
Yeah, the ranch on pizza thing, that was something that Caddy actually admitted that it did taste good, but he still refused to do it because it didn't belong on there. Of course, he was also a pineapple denier, so there is that. He would vehemently say that pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, but anytime that it was the only pizza in the house, magically slices kept vanishing. I know his secrets. He truly liked exploring new flavors. He just didn't want to be seen exploring new flavors. Alrighty. I'm gonna start getting everything set up over here. Yep. Got my water, got my dashboard, got OBS. I'm getting things ready.
Duke.
I want art. I want to have Raijin hang out and do art. I can't do art, but you know. Speaking of art, I am booting up my second PC for the sole purpose of being able to watch the art being done. Because right now with my screen set up, rather, because I have to keep Discord open apparently on one of my monitors or it disconnects.
That is weird.
I have tried
Sky the
reinstalling
Barley
and that
says
didn't fix
they
it.
must be in Egypt.
Discord's
because
been
he's
really
in
weird on
denial.
several of my devices recently, so...
It's been pretty much behaving on mine.
Oh, is it not feeding through Discord?
What not feeding?
Stream loots.
Oh, no, it wasn't. I don't know. I forgot to turn that on today.
Alright, well, you missed nothing then. Don't worry about it.
I saw it in the chat. I heard it. There, I brought my own stream up on my second monitor, or on my second PC, just to have, just to be able to see the art being done.
Nice.
Though I am curious why everything's brown. I'm guessing it's a lighting thing. Alright, see you later, Val. Good luck.
Oh, it's just a harmless little bunny, isn't it?
Yes, entirely harmless. I don't know where any bodies are stored. Yeah, it's often easy to forget just how long some games take to load when you've got them modded out the eyeballs, you know?
Oh, you mean like RimWorld and its potential for about, 6 hours of loading time?
Yeah, I've never modded it quite that hard, but yeah.
Also, you are crackling.
Oh dear.
It's probably because it's loading Kerbal Space Program right now.
Might be?
Well, as soon as it's done, we'll see if it clears up.
I just know last night, there was still a little bit of crackle. And I'm assuming you haven't, you've still got the same stuff as before.
Yeah, I didn't turn the thingy back off. So it should still be fine.
Huh. Weird.
You're weird.
Sky's weird.
The sky
Thank you.
is
We're all-
weird. It's just blue and it's always there. It's up to something.
Weird in our own way, in good ways. Nothing wrong with that. Yay for being weird.
Era.
Yes, sir.
And others as well. I'm thinking that, we've got the power cap for moves. I'm thinking that healing should count on that power cap.
Did we rewrite, or did you guys already get healing rewritten and figured out?
Yes.
Yes, we would probably want a cap on that. I'll have to re-review unless you already got an idea.
I was thinking 2 power per, because healing is 1, like it'll count as 2 towards the cap per healing point. But it's kind of like, I feel like we do need to limit healing a bit more in some way. Because right now, it's a little much, and, you can literally keep somebody going for basically ever. But at least, I think at least having the cap for it would be helpful.
A cap would be a good idea. I just don't know what the number would be right now. I'd have to look at things. I'm assuming you have a thought on what you want that cap to be.
Well, I was thinking it would follow the same as the damage power. It would be under the same power cap. So that way they also can't just have, you know, at 10 attributes, you're doing 8 potential damage on top of, you know, I don't know, 16 healing or something.
You can put it at that for now and see how it rolls. That sounds fine.
Yeah.
I would have to look at potential damage thresholds and potential healing thresholds. Which I'm pretty sure Taldarius already has the potential damage thresholds worked out, so I just need those.
Oh my god.
So I found out why stage recovery wasn't working. Apparently, the original guy who made the stage recovery mod retired from the modding scene and handed it over to a new guy. And the new guy added a new dependency without actually telling anybody. It now requires Space Tux Library, which is apparently the code base the guy uses to hold all of his stuff. So he moved some of the stage recovery stuff into it and just never told anyone. So I'm gonna throw that into the kitchen sink build and see what happens. Alright, Space Tux Library has been added. In theory, the amount of money that I'll be making in campaign mode should increase substantially now. Because I can actually recover stages.
He dothings is mlemming everyone.
Oh. Me.
Yeah, thank you. Pardon me. Ah.
Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, dizzy spell.
Highlight it so you can read it later, or mark it so that way you can reread it later.
One sec. I guess I haven't stretched in a bit. Normally I'm good about that. Well, like I said, normally I am very good at about doing that. This time I'm just like,
Skydive
oh,
Ollie wants you to
I'm gonna
fix your
stand up
posture.
for a sec.
That or I usually do that. These two cards, and that gets you stretching too. Hydrate or dihydrate, everyone.
How dare you?
Skydive Ollie wants everyone to hydrate.
Blah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a small walk, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Do.
Do. Also, did you see on the Discord? So yesterday I took a school group to the Minnesota Zoo, and they had a pine marten there.
Yeah,
I
I
was
saw it.
Alright, I've returned.
Welcome back.
Onyx is not a proper noun. That's why it's not capitalized, Lightpaw. Yeah, I'm feeling better.
glad you're feeling better, Master.
I'm also dying.
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why are you dying?
I mean, we all are.
I mean, yeah.
Someday the end of everyone will come. Death
The
comes
end
for
is never
all
the
in
end,
the
is
end.
never the end, is never the end, is never the
The
end.
end is never the end, is never the end.
Alrighty. Boop. And boop. And boop.
Fine. Updated.
Alrighty. Double checking if Sim has music running.
No, I'm not feeding music through the Discord. Plus, I will probably be jumping over to tabletop in like 10 minutes. By the way, Tanya, you are welcome to use this voice channel.
Oh, I thought that this channel was exclusively for your streams. Everyone else has to use the lead-lined one.
No, that's for if two different streamers are going at the same time with things that won't really cross over.
Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Gucci.
Like if you were to be doing a tabletop game, it wouldn't really work for, you know, us trying to...
Yeah.
Or a multiplayer game, it wouldn't really work for, you know, us to be doing two different multiplayer games, so... Ren, we are continuing Lost in Chaos Scrolls Adventures. However, tonight it will be What If? We are starting some what if scenarios, you know. What if we did fight the angels? What if we did, what if Verdun actually went on his date? Things like that.
Found you for
What if we actually went after the bush napper?
I so desperately want to play the Careless Whisper thing, but I'm pretty sure that would get flagged for copyright, wouldn't it?
No idea. Yeah, they are technically one-shots in a way, but they are, you know, the established Scrolls Adventures crew.
Oh, I need to check if Fantasy Update has an update.
Alright, that might be a wise thing to do. I'm gonna hop down now and say hi, Dido.
Hi, Dido.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Dido.
Bye forever.
Sure, bye forever for the next 10 minutes.
I could just drag him up here. Boom.
Hi, Ida.
Heidi ho.
Yep, there's an update.
Did I get kidnapped?
Yes.
You're louder.
You are much louder.
Let's turn you down. Anyways, how am I supposed to play guitar behind your back now, Zem?
Speaking of playing guitar, if,
No!
Sim isn't piping music through, I am going to fire up the royalty-free list.
I want to hear the guitar.
I will hold off on hitting play until after the guitar.
There is no guitar. I was just teasing Zem.
I want the guitar.
Yep, there won't be guitar. You're good to go.
I want the guitar.
Zim, how do you pipe your audio through Discord?
Through a program called Voice Meter.
Be right back.
Is that a paid program?
It is donationware.
Oh, cool.
Burb.
I would not mind being walked through how to work with that when we talk about the whole setting up the tipping system thing. Yeah, for those who don't know, I made the decision that I'm able to get by just fine on my day job. I do the streaming because I enjoy doing it. It's fun. So any money proceeds I make from the streaming, I'm gonna start looking for charitable things that I can throw them at. For now, I'm still just getting all the back end stuff set up. But once I actually have it set up, I actually plan on like having a ledger that's available upon request and stuff like that. Because I want to commit to 100% of the channel's revenue going towards charitable causes. Whether it's people that are facing eviction or medical bills, or like actual established charities or whatever.
So, as far as feeding the audio through Discord, it is a very convoluted setup. And it does have some issues with voice mod.
Lightpaw, it would be all revenue. Any money that would get thrown at, like, you know, custom artwork and thumbnail and stuff like that, that would be out of my own pocket, because I wouldn't even want to give myself the temptation. Like, oh, here's this nice chunk of change. Why shouldn't I get a $500 commission here? But no, that belongs to charity.
I will also say I'm not certain how well it would work if you're doing game and stream on the same PC.
Oh, you have yours split up between two devices?
Yes.
Oh, I do have a MacBook.
I'm not sure what that would mean for anything.
Well, what's the second device that you use to split the load then?
I have one computer for gaming and the other one is for streaming.
Do you just, like, pipe the feed through, or...?
Yeah, I've got a capture card that, there's a capture card that takes the video and audio feed from the gaming computer, puts it into the streaming computer, and then the streaming computer takes that and sends it off to Twitch.
Ah. What if I just want to, like, throw a 40 series card and a Ryzen 9 at it? You think maybe then it would be able to chew on both at once?
It's not a matter of your computer being able to handle it, it's a matter of Windows being a dipshit and not letting you split up audio.
Ah. Actually, Vernon, I do have virtual audio cable installed on this computer. I've just not really tinkered around with it in years.
Virtual audio the people that put out the virtual audio cable are the same people that put out Voicemeeter.
Oh, nice.
However, and that is part of what I use to be able to feed audio through Discord. However, being able to actually set each program to play or record on whatever line you want is very finicky with Windows.
Yeah, it is.
So it might just not be worth the effort then.
Probably not.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, I literally had to do a lot of searching. I finally found Music Bee, and that's what I use for my music. But one particular reason why I went with Music Bee is that it actually lets me set which audio device it feeds out to in the program by default. Most programs don't have that option.
Gotcha. Alright. 10 seconds till the advert's done, and then I'm going to be starting things proper. First, I have to clear my throat. That hurt. Also, I just realized that my countdown is below the reactives. Let me fix that. There we go. Now it says time to start over everybody's faces. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good night, all that fun stuff. Going to be getting back into Kerbal Space Program and getting the science back home. And I have no idea how I'm going to do it. The lander is set up so that... Okay, let me... Boop. The lander is capable of a return trip to Kerbin, but if I want to maximize my everything, I need to do aero braking and then try to put it into a stable orbit of Kerbin instead, and then rendezvous with a space station that doesn't exist yet to transfer it over to a space lab that doesn't exist yet. And I have to do this with a ship that has no docking ports. So, you know, standard Kerbalisms. Gotta get my sash back on. I am part of Space Command. There we go. Yes, Merle, it's a typical Thursday. Let me get the music fired up. Where are you? There you are. Don't know if the list has regenerated. It is procedural. So I never quite know what's going to be on the public domain mix.
Gonna dip over to the other side now. Talk to you later, Tanya.
See ya.
Yeah, I'll be headed that way as well.
Yes, we have no bananas. That song sounds like...
Oh,
hello. Let me go ahead and split up recording. I didn't want to do my ending spiel on Tanya's stream when she's just starting, so...
Fair enough.
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining us today for this DevTales stream as well as the Art Marten. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, picking up some merch over at zgfgaming.store, or by subscribing to us on Streamloots. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.